Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This one I'm just inking and coloring my character Blight. Just doing a quick little voiceover here. It's mostly about my comic and what I'm actually planning on doing with it, which I also don't really have a big clue about. Basically I'm just trying to level up and get my skills to where they need to be before I actually start producing comic pages and stuff. So lately I've been trying to do mini comic pages and illustrations that will help me figure out what I actually want to do and where I want to go with it. And I actually did get like 10 pages done, but then I thought about them a little more in the dialogue and where I actually wanted to go with the story, and I realized that that's not what I wanted to do, so I'm gonna basically start over. I probably won't post those comic pages until I actually have the ones that I want to have in my story done, because I'll show you guys eventually I'll show the process of where it was going and stuff, but I don't want anyone to get confused with the actual plot or anything. But I still need to do a lot of research and a lot of basically reconnaissance of how to do it, because I am a know-nothing person and I actually want to know what I'm doing before I get into it. And I really do want to do a comic, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a while. So I'm hoping that I actually, just start myself, get kick-started, and just get up and do it. Basically, I've been going to bookstores and online forums and stuff, and just researching what I will need to know, and basically like how to create scenes and dialogues and characters and plot points and stuff like that, because I am not a writer. I'm hardly even an artist at this point. I just kind of doodle and make things that I think look cool. But if I actually want to have a comic, I need things to make sense. I need things to add up after, they happen. You can't just draw something in one scene and be like, oh yeah, this is happening now, and then draw something in another scene and it could be completely different. I want it to make sense, and I want it to, just be like a whole story. So I have to figure out how to do that first. And another thing that I need to focus on is actually making characters that interact with each other and doing scenes and backgrounds. Because, once again, I think I've talked about this before, but I really do need to study more. I am not a studier. I don't like doing any kind of studies. I was not a studier in high school. And that's not a good thing, and I know it, but I cannot change myself very easily, but I need to if I want to get where I need to be. And lately I've been kind of in an art slump. I kind of forgotten how to draw people, because I've been drawing Blight and Scathe, which is another character in my comic that I want to do, but they are like these skeletal beings, and I've been drawing them a lot, and I kind of forgot how to draw my actual characters and human faces and bodies. So I think I need to go back and learn how to redo that again, because I've just been drawing them non-stop and just trying to get their faces and their poses and everything done, and I forgot how to draw actual people. And lately it's been difficult for me to actually sit down and focus on what I'm doing, because for a couple of weeks I was actually really good at sitting down and making a comic, like a page, in like less than 3 hours, and I was like, heck yeah, I'm on a roll. And then things change, and now I'm at this point where I'm just like, I'm lucky if I even get a sketch done and I like it, and maybe I don't throw it away or scrap it. And it's really tough for me, because I was doing so well for such a long time, and now I'm hardly producing anything. And I know that happens to everybody who's a creative type or whatever, but I just wish that I have like all this inspiration and all this stuff going on in my head, but I just cannot translate it into what I want it to look like after I start getting it drawn, and it's really frustrating. I'm sure a lot of people go through it, and if you are going through that now, I feel for you 100%, and I hope we can break out of this together, because it's just the worst. And yeah, I'm trying to get back in the zone and trying to find my funk again, I guess, and it's really difficult. But I guess what I'm doing now is just drawing character portraits, and maybe I'll draw a hand like I have in here, and it's a little more than just a portrait. but it helps me try to figure out the characters' motivations and what they're like and what they're thinking of at that moment, and I'm hoping that maybe something will come to me. I've been doing a lot of storyboarding, or like, not storyboarding, I guess, more like outlines of where I want the characters to go and how I want the comic to actually start. And I write them down on paper because I'll always forget. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll remember that later. And then I think about it, and the next day I forgot what the heck I was talking about. So I'm trying to write stuff down and do little comic thumbnails and, small little reminders of what I want them to do at a particular point. And I think maybe that'll help me figure out what the heck I need to do, because otherwise I'll just say, oh yeah, I'll remember, and then 2 minutes later I'll forget. So, yeah, it's another thing I need to get better at. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and my angsty rambling about remembering things and being bad at drawing things, because we all go through it at some point in our lives. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of the video, and you can see me in a few others pretty soon, because I'm hoping to make more speed paints. I've been kind of forgetting about them for the past couple of days, but I'll get right back on that, I promise. Anyway, y'all have a great day. I'll see you in the next time. Bye.